The death is announced of Mr. George Aristide, also known as Ellis Darius, American man, Charlie Pride, Kango man, or Colored of Grand Riviere, Grosley. He passed away at the Victoria Hospital on Sunday, May 5, 2013 at 5 p.m. at the age of 79 years. Left to celebrate his life, his wife, Magdalena Aristide, better known as Helena Darius or Bani, of Grand Riviere, Grosley. 6 daughters. Madeline Aristide, also known as Ufel, residing in New York, USA. Camilla Darius of Grand Riviere, Grosley. Georgiana Brittany, also known as Georgie of Hazel's Bar at Grand Riviere, Grosley. Rosemary Modest, residing in New York, USA. Margarita Alcid, also known as Sukbuye, residing in New York, USA. Margaret Daisy, employed of Harris Paints International. 3 sons. George Aristide, also known as Coco, residing in Philadelphia, USA. Joseph Gustave, also known as Jojo, employed with Dame Paulette Louise Primary School. Evans Darius, also known as Comic, of Grand Riviere, Grosley. 2 stepchildren. Roy Charles, residing in Grand Riviere, Grosley. Joseph Charles, also known as Sonson, residing in Barbados. 17 grandchildren. Richard Victor, employed of Bank of St. Lucia. Nikki, residing in England. Rog Aristide, residing in Philadelphia, USA. Jermaine, Ali, Nissa, and Alicia Hippolyte of Mornier, Grosley. Jeremiah Darius, employed of Sanders, Latalk. Janelle, Jamila, and Jasmine Benjamin of Grand Riviere, Grosley. Nerissa and Jalen Alcid of New York, USA. Dante and Megan Modest, residing in New York, USA. Desron Daisy, student of the St. Mary's College. Desiree Daisy, student of the Dame Paulette Louise Primary School. 6 step-grandchildren. Uselta Paul, employed with the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Marianne, Claudius, and Samantha Charles, residing in Barbados. Dexter Alphonse, residing in Canada. Janelle Charles, residing in Barbados. 7 great-grandchildren, including Mimi and Bom Bom. 1 sister, Cecil Darius, also known as Big Fish, of Grand Riviere, Grosley. 2 brothers, Flavius Darius, of Grand Riviere, Grosley. Louis Louisa, also known as Co, residing in England. 1 daughter-in-law, Daria Aristide, residing in Philadelphia, USA. 5 sons-in-law, Sullivan Alcid, residing in New York, USA. Timothy Modest, residing in New York, USA. Milton Daisy, employed with the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Jean-Baptiste Brittany, also known as Hazel, contractor at Grand Riviere, Grosley. Kieran Mitchell of Pavey. 2 brothers-in-law, Fitzmark, also known as My Friend, of White Rock, Grand Riviere, Grosley. Cools of Barbados. 1 sister-in-law, Danielia Walcott of Marisil, Grosley. 15 nieces, Mary Mark, also known as Marietta, residing in New York, USA. Catherine Simon, also known as Norma, employed with St. Lucia Golf Club. Sharon Mark, employed with Price Waterhouse. Phyllis State, residing in Barbados. Alvin Darius, residing in France. Bernadette Mitchell, residing in New York, USA. Dorina Isidore, residing in Grand Riviere, Grosley. Philomen Darius, also known as Bettina, of Grand Riviere, Grosley. Irene Darius, residing in St. Croix. Elmona and Beverly Darius, residing in Cayenne. Noelita, Rosanna, Aidan, and Ruth, residing in St. Lucia and England. 14 nephews, Joseph Mark, also known as Malcolm, employed at Wasco. Augustine Mark, also known as Marie, of Grand Riviere, Grosley. Barthélemy Mark, of Grand Riviere, Grosley. Richard Mark, also known as Gabriel, employed the Funjama landing. Augustine Matthew Darius of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Titus James, also known as Bertram of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Clayton Darius of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Peter Albert, also known as Francis of New York, USA. Francis Darius, residing in France. Lawrence Darius, also known as 1-2 of Babonneau. Popot Darius, residing in Micoud. Evans Darius, residing in New Jersey, USA. Stephen Louiser, also known as Teacock of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Cyrus Louiser, also known as Carrot, bus driver at Babonneau. Close friends: Joseph Philogene, also known as Lopo of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Lucy Joseph and family of Groseilliers. Headley Daisy and family in Choiseul. Mikey Pilgrim of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Matthew Robert and family of Entrepot. Mapita of Old Victoria Road, Montfortune. Kento of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Kenneth Benjamin, also known as Iso of Grand Riviere. Marcel Favre and family of Bois de Ouage, Groseilliers. Joseph Hall and family of Groseilliers. Macrina Evan of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Gregory Emmanuel, also known as Mel of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Other close relatives and friends including the Darius, Mark and Brittany family of Grand Riviere, the Isidore family from Piat and Babonneau, the Auguste, Winter, Philogene and Caddy family of Grand Riviere. Many other relatives and friends both here and abroad. Special thanks goes out to the doctors and nurses at Tapia Hospital, especially Dr. Stanley, Dr. Daniel, Dr. Kabi, Dr. Jeffers and Dr. Suraj. The funeral service for the late George Aristide will be held on Wednesday, 15th May 2013 at the Groseilliers Roman Catholic Church from 2:30 p.m. and then the body will be laid to rest at the Groseilliers Cemetery. The body now lies at the Creeks Funeral Home, Vide-Bouteille, Castries. May his soul rest in perfect peace.